Have you ever felt so stressed out that everything else just takes a backseat? Like your energy is completely drained and you can't even think about being intimate? Well, you're not alone. It turns out there's a very real and powerful link between the stress in your mind and your sexual health. Let's dive into how that overwhelming feeling from a tough day at work or a mountain of responsibilities can directly impact your desires and your body's responses. When you're stressed, your body goes into fight or flight mode. This is an ancient survival mechanism that was super helpful for our ancestors when they had to, say, run from a predator. To prepare for this emergency, your body releases a flood of stress hormones, with the main one being cortisol. This hormone is designed to give you a quick burst of energy and focus on surviving the immediate threat. But here's the catch. Your body doesn't know the difference between a real physical threat and the stress from a deadline or a difficult conversation. It reacts the same way. So, when your cortisol levels are constantly high, your body is always in this state of high alert. It's prioritizing survival above everything else. And what's one of the first things to get pushed aside when you're in survival mode? Things that aren't essential for immediate survival, like digestion, and you guessed it, your sex drive. Think about it. Your body is essentially saying, we are in danger. This is not the time for romance or reproduction. High levels of cortisol can directly suppress the hormones responsible for your libido, like testosterone. This is true for everyone, regardless of gender. So if you've been feeling a lower than usual desire for intimacy, chronic stress could be a major culprit. Your body is just too busy dealing with perceived threats. But the impact of stress doesn't stop at just desire. It also affects physical arousal. For arousal to happen, you need good blood flow. Your brain sends signals to relax blood vessels in the genital area, allowing more blood to flow in, which leads to physical signs of excitement. However, stress does the exact opposite. The fight or flight response constricts blood vessels and directs blood flow to your major muscle groups, preparing you to run or fight. This can make it physically difficult to become aroused, even if you are mentally in the mood. It can lead to challenges in achieving or maintaining an erection or experiencing natural lubrication. It's a purely physiological response to the stress signals your brain is sending out. Your body is physically preventing arousal because it thinks you're in a crisis. Over time, this can create a frustrating cycle. You feel stressed, which impacts your sexual response. Then you might feel anxious or stressed about your sexual performance, which just adds more stress to the pile, making the problem even worse. It's a loop that can be hard to break. A surprising fact is how deeply stress is wired into our reproductive systems. Scientific research shows that chronic stress can even affect fertility. From an evolutionary standpoint, a highly stressed body is not an ideal environment for reproduction. The body smartly decides to delay or reduce the chances of conception until the danger has passed. The number of studies on this topic is growing, all pointing to the same conclusion. Managing stress is crucial for a healthy and satisfying sex life. So, what can you do? The key is to actively manage your stress. Techniques like mindfulness, meditation, and deep breathing exercises can be incredibly effective. They help activate your body's rest and digest system, the opposite of fight or flight. This calms your nervous system, lowers cortisol levels, and tells your body that it's safe to relax. It's like flipping a switch from danger to all clear. Regular physical activity is another powerful stress buster. Exercise helps burn off excess cortisol and releases endorphins, which are your body's natural feel-good chemicals. Even a brisk walk every day can make a significant difference in your stress levels and consequently, your sexual health. It's about giving your body a physical outlet for all that built-up tension. Making time for hobbies and activities you genuinely enjoy is also essential. This isn't just about distraction. It's about actively cultivating joy and relaxation in your life. When you're engaged in something you love, your stress levels naturally fall, creating more mental and emotional space for intimacy. And finally, open communication with your partner is vital. Talking about the stress you're experiencing can take the pressure off and help your partner understand what's going on. It stops them from thinking a lack of intimacy is their fault and allows you to tackle the issue as a team. This connection itself can be a powerful antidote to stress. Remember, your sexual health is an important part of your overall well-being. Understanding and managing the impact of stress is a big step toward a more fulfilling and connected intimate life. For more helpful insights and education on sexual wellness, be sure to subscribe to Sex Education Repo.